There she is. She's alive. We are back with another episode. In this one, we are getting a digger and we're going to start digging the basement. It's finally going to happen. I have started preparing and planning for the dig. Basically, I mapped out where the extension is going to go. It's going to be basically here. And for that, we need to dig a ramp that allows the excavator to enter the basement. So basically, we'll probably going to have to start the ramp basically here and then level out. I'm not going to do the full depth here right now because that will result in us having a very dangerous tripping situation whenever we want to walk towards the front of the house. So I'm going to leave some of the dirt in this area for the future. So let's head down inside and I'll show you what I've done inside the basement. So basically what you guys can see is I have mapped out some lines down here, and those represent basically where we can dig now safely without having the walls caving in. Actually, you don't need this much dirt, but I've basically almost doubled it just in case. So just to be on the safe side. I have also marked out some bits like so all over the place just to see where the so I can measure the depth of the dig we can do. Basically, we can dig down to the foot of the concrete, which is basically down there. So that's basically about 2 foot. We can dig down from the line that I've drawn, which is about 60 centimeters in the metric system. So basically what we'll do is we're going to remove all the dirt here, all of this, all of that, and all of that. We're then going to leave the rest for now. And then we'll dig out sections here and there where we can drill holes, insert metal bars, dig out from the outside, add concrete on the outside, attach the metal bars to the new reinforced concrete floor that's going to go down here. So it's basically an underpinning. So it's a massive project, and yeah, this is the beginning. It's going to be a while to do this, but it's a start. It's bright and early in the morning, and I am about to start working in the garden. We have this idea to do a vegetable patch here, and all of these orange little dots here are roots. So I marked out all the roots so that I can remove them. So that's going to be, well, it's going to be a job. Not too bad though, because we have this little machine that's going to help us. I have rented a digger. I actually went for a bigger digger than I was initially supposed to, because I want to remove all of this and do some work here as well, and it's rather heavy stuff. So we'll see how much I can enter the basement. I think this one is a bit too big. As you guys can see, I have made some lines here to represent the extension we're doing. I've also added some lines down here, which further explains what and where I can dig and where I can't. Yeah, we'll see. At least I could do this front bit with the machine outside, but I won't probably not be able to enter. I won't be able to enter unless I remove that roof, which I probably won't. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna start in this area actually, because I want to create some space for the dirt and for stuff, for debris. So I'm going to start planing out all of this and then take it from there. there we are. That's the first hour done. Now I have some space to put a lot of rubble on. So I'm gonna start dealing with this. My pile of beauty. Yeah. So much old concrete and stuff here. Don't even know where to start. So yeah, let's get going. So what on earth am I doing? I'm wrecking the whole garden. Basically what I'm trying to do is remove all of that because it's been a bit too much in that direction. It should basically start where the digger is, about there. So I'm moving all of that dirt in this direction. And it's a lot. It's way too wide. We are supposed to have this raised section here, but it's not going to be that wide. It's about twice the width at the moment. So all of this has to be moved as well, which is going to take some time. So yeah, but I'm making space for all the dirt that's going to come here because I'm building this ramp that's going to go down to the basement. So all of that dirt, which is a lot, has to go somewhere here. So yeah, it's a lot of back and forth moving dirt around, but it's a lot of fun.
A few moments later.
There we are. I'm on a short break because I've been non-stop working since 8 in the morning and it's now lunchtime basically. Basically all of that is gone now. It's over there. It's all going to be moved further away, but I'm near completion, so I can start doing that and then just move all the dirt in that direction. But that's not really a priority. Priority is get this done, get that done, and move as much as possible in that way, in that direction, and then head over to the front of the property to dig up all the roots we have there, as well as remove all the old ivy, etc. So then we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna leave this fairly open here. That's the idea right now. We'll see whenever I dug there how this is gonna look. never seen a praying mantis that size before.
Tiny.
Oh, where did it go? All right, back to lunch and then digging. So I removed the pile of beauty that was here, and now I will start digging the ramp that's gonna go basically here and down into towards the basement. I've hardly been doing any digging here, and I already have that, which is excellent when I have that. So yeah, time to move dirt again. So there we are. We have the beginning of the ramp I was talking about. We have a slight problem though. We have quite a lot of dirt in piles everywhere. So I'm gonna have to start working over here. Start removing that, move everything that way, start moving that way, so I can get rid of this, because we want this whole area clean up until about here. So yeah, a few more hours I guess. This is the current status of the basement. It feels already so much larger. I can walk straight into here without a problem, and that's about the depth we should have in here. So yeah, good times. Jimmy is helping us to dig. Might take slightly longer for him. So yeah, this is the chaos Yeah. There's Anna. So tomorrow I will be moving those piles, spread them out over here evenly, and then I'll head over to the front of the house to start work there. Or that's the idea at least. Good morning, guys. I'm up early. I'm absolutely destroyed today. Yesterday I spent about 12 hours on the digger, and the day before that was actually from the previous episode when I shifted about 3,000 kilos of stone, or about 6,000 pounds of stones. So yeah, I'm slightly tired and a bit worn out. It's beautiful. I'm actually going to head out to the front of the garden instead, because I can spend another day working here and it will look the same. I will spend more time here, but I need to do some things at the front, so I'll head over there and start with that. All right, here I am. Not sure if you guys saw, but I have loads of orange markers here. Each of those represent an old tree. So I'm removing the old stumps, and yeah, quite a lot of work, so let's get going. So that's the progress so far. It's 1 o'clock and I haven't even had breakfast yet. So I guess it's time for lunch. It's a lot of work to do still. I need to flatten everything out. But we have been removing tree stubs, branches, ivy, yeah, loads of things. So quick lunch break and then back to work. Finally, the nettles are going. Unfortunately, I'm gonna head into the bushes to remove that dirt that way. It's after lunch. I did about 5 minutes of work. Machine is right over there, looking good, but not looking good. That's not ideal. Kind of know how to fix that. You need to compress that part, put it back on, but for that I need a special grease gun, which I don't have. So it's not gonna happen. So now I need to call the company, have them come over, which they don't have time for. So digging holes, and the property is not even halfway done, looking terrible. So yeah, good times.
One eternity later.
A few more hours. The belt is back on, so I can get going again. Yeah.
11 minutes later.
So it's been about 10 minutes since he left. I did 5 minutes of work, and that happened. I don't know why he didn't tighten both of them when he was here, but yeah, it kind of didn't work. Yeah, so that puts an end to our little digging adventure for now. I really wanted these piles moved, but it's not going to happen when that doesn't cooperate. So to be continued. So this is the current status of the property. It's not looking great. Unfortunately, I had to return the excavator, and because the tracks kept falling off. And I'm not gonna rent it again because, well, basically we've had this issue with this rental person before. He wants to add loads of other costs to the rental agreement after that you rented it, and I'm just fed up with it. So I said no. So we're gonna leave it like this for now, and we are going to get someone to help us. I thought I would do just a quick little rant for you guys about something, and I'll just mount the camera here and I'll be back. All right, there we go. I think it's better or easier to record this if I press record before I start having my little rant. So hopefully I pressed record. Yeah, so I'll try to keep this as short as possible. It's probably going to be a couple of minutes. Basically, we rented a digger because I have been trying to buy a digger for the past couple of weeks. It's not been going well, and I'll get into some of the difficulties of buying things in Italy if you're looking to buy things online or secondhand, etc. It's not easy. Basically, I found a digger online and I paid for it with my credit card. And basically, shortly after I did that, I received a message from the owner saying that the payment didn't go through. I could do a bank or postal transfer instead, and he would send me the machine immediately. I didn't go ahead with that because that sounded like a scam. I said, I'll wait until I have my money back on my account, and then I'll make a decision at that very point instead. I also contacted my bank as well as MasterCard immediately and said this was a potential fraud. So they started looking into it. I also told him that it sounded like a fraud and that I had contacted my bank and authorities to look into it. Basically, 12 days or so passed, and I received the funds in my account. And he also said that if I made a postal or bank transfer, I could get the machine sent. I didn't go ahead with that either. It might be a very sophisticated scam because he's built a whole website, etc., and maybe he doesn't want to ruin it for just this one transfer. Maybe he wants to keep this alive for a bit longer. So I'm not sure if it was a scam or if it was a legit company, but I'm not going ahead buying that digger. So that's not going to happen. Still looking into getting one because we have years of digging to do here, not only the basement right now, but in the garden, etc. So I have the need for one instead of renting one because that's going to cost me tenfolds of buying one. So basically, buying things in Italy is, to say the least, very, very difficult. I love Italy. I love living here. I have some amazing friends and neighbors here. Most of the people I've met are amazing. You live really living a dream here. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time. So it's not a bash on Italy by any means. It's just very frustrating buying things online here. I wouldn't say most of the people are trying to scam you, but a lot of people are trying to scam you. And basically how it works is you find something that you want to buy online, for example on Facebook Marketplace or Subito. They have it advertised in a city, and when you say I want to go there and pick it up, it's never in that city. The product you want to buy is at the other house somewhere else in Italy, but they can send it to you if you transfer the money. Don't ever do that. At the very best, you'll receive a box of stones. I've been in contact with quite a few people regarding different vacuum cleaners, for example, because I need to get a new vacuum cleaner. I want to get a very expensive one, so I just started looking online after a used one because it's going to be used after 5 minutes in this house. So I might as well buy one a bit dusty from the beginning. And basically they all want to send it from me because it's always somewhere else and it's never an hour away like in the advert. So I always say thank you, but I'm not interested. I even went to Milan to pick one up because he agreed to meet me. When I showed up in Milan, there was no one there. There was a gang of youths in the vicinity, and one even approached us asking where we were from because they didn't recognize the number plate on our car. And I think that was probably the guy with the advert. Basically half an hour after we left, we received a message saying that the person had been in an accident, they were fine now, and that they could send us the product if we just transfer the money. I said thank you, and I acknowledged that I already met him at the parking lot and I was not interested. So let's just leave it at that. So I wouldn't suggest anyone ever having anything sent to them that you buy online. In Italy, I wouldn't recommend that unless you're buying from a large company like Amazon or some sort of store, etc. But from a private person, just don't do it. It's a recipe to get scammed. So that was my small, short rant about buying stuff in Italy. It's not a deterrent to buy something in Italy. Come here, buy a house, live your dream. It's amazing. But just be aware that online, there are loads of people trying to rip you off. Bear that in mind. It's still fantastic to live here. So I'm going to leave it at that. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. All of those cost nothing, and there's no scams around there. It helps the channel grow, which is something I'm trying to do. I would love to have more viewers and followers. It means I could do more fun projects here. So with that, I'm going to leave it and end it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Until next time, guys. Ciao!